Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was standing right in front of you, heart wide open, waiting on the truth you never felt like showing. Every question that I asked just hung in the air. The quiet in the room told me you didn't care. You kept looking at the floor like it held your answers, like the moment was too heavy for you to handle. I was reaching for a reason, reaching for a sign, but all I got was silence. I begged you with my eyes, but you wouldn't meet mine. That's when I realized you said nothing that told me everything I needed to know. Your silence hit harder than words could ever go. You didn't have to break my heart with a line. You let it fall apart in the space between your eyes. You said nothing. Your nothing was louder than goodbye. I replayed every moment, every pause you made, trying to find the truth in the things you didn't say. You were halfway out the door long before you left. I was holding on to pieces while you held your breath. You were scared to say the words, scared to be the villain, but baby, silence is a choice, and that's the one you live in. You thought keeping quiet meant you wouldn't hurt me, but the quiet cut deeper than honesty ever could be. I begged you with my eyes, but you wouldn't meet mine, and that's when I realized you said nothing that told me everything I needed to know. Your silence hit harder than words could ever go. You didn't have to break my heart with a line. You let it fall apart in the space between your eyes. You said nothing, but your nothing was louder than goodbye. Baby, you thought if you stayed still, the truth wouldn't spill, the pain wouldn't build. But love don't fade in a single breath. It fades in the moment you choose to forget. You said nothing, said nothing. You said nothing. You said nothing, said nothing. You said nothing that told me everything I needed to know. Your silence hit harder than words could ever go. You didn't have to break my heart with a line. You let it fall apart in the space between your lies. You said nothing, but your nothing was louder than goodbye. Yeah, yeah, boy, louder than goodbye.